This is Drop Tent Media Network.
Hi, hello, welcome, Call of Us, Neil Wood, Adam Nutter.
By the renewing of your mind.
The recycling. It's a flesh body world.
Good.
Human.
Good.
It's our slimy reptilian.
Hey, what's going on? Neil Wood, Adam Nutter, another day in the cult. Someone taking pot shots at Drake's house. Lobs it over.
Boom. We call those pedo bombs because that's what got lobbed to Drake's house.
I know. Let's just get into it. This been I've talked about this. It's been talked about on obviously every podcast everywhere or whatever the fuck. It's been talked about on the High IQ podcast. They for basketball, but they have like an off-topic segment. They talked about it. The Weekday Comics talked about it, and all of this bullshit is fucking stupid. This is the dumbest fucking. It's not real. Everyone just stop. I mean, it's like as real as like I don't know however much money they're getting out of it. This is dumb, and I'm in agreement with a guy who played in like over in Europe and stuff. It was Khalil. He was like, man, this is stupid. And Jesse Drame even has a joke about this. A comic we both know. He's just like, just end this whole thing of like hip hop needs to be. Throwing slings and arrows at each other. It's stupid. It doesn't happen in rock. It doesn't happen in any other genre of music. And I think they're right. This is fucking dumb now, especially because it's modern day, right? Like it's modern day. So it's just like, shut up. Bit of it's like, what? You just claim doesn't matter. And of course, Drake's like, he's from television. No one cares. He's a Canadian dude from fucking television. You're not hard. You're just saying stuff in music because you think you are. This is dumb. It's stupid. It's all make-believe, right? Like, what are we doing here?
Well, that's because rap beefs used to actually end in death, right?
Yeah,
like,
and they still do. Somebody took shots, right? That was like,
but
I'm saying that it's dumb that it even goes to that. We know, okay, at the end of the day, if two rich fucking 40-year-old men are going to pretend to be mad at each other or be mad at each other. You said something mean about me. Blah. And then some idiot somewhere is going to be like, I'm more of a Drake fan. And then go at a house somewhere. How fucking dorky is that? It's so fucking dorky. It's so dorky. Dude, just make good music and shut the fuck up.
Well, that's true. But see, you're taking that from the wrong angle. You got to look at it from my angle. My angle is, I yearn for the days of the 90s and 80s rap beefs where it was real and like people were like, no, I'll kill you. Like, this isn't a joke. Like, I'll actually kill you. And like they did. Tupac, Biggie, so on and so forth. Diddy was behind a lot of that. Fucking what's his face? Suge Knight was behind a lot of that stuff, Sure. Those were awesome. And like they really rapped about it and they were like, no, I'll kill you, like for real in the song. Like, I'm gonna go to your house and kill you. And they did. And that was kind of cool. 50 was getting shot up. Like, it was fun. It was good entertainment for us, the white boys in the suburbs, as they had real beefs going on. We got to like tangentially like live through it vicariously through the songs we listened to. You know what I'm saying? So we felt hard, even though we weren't. But it was like a good time. It was a good time in my life. It was fun, and I missed that. And now I'm trying to recreate that with Kendrick and Drake, but it's just gay, and it's not. Like it's not fun. It's not as hard. You're right. He's a Canadian pussy. And it's like it kind of ends there. It's not fun. Like this isn't a hard beef.
Yeah, and let's be honest, Kendrick is also like an artist. Like, I mean, I know they're like it's like I get it, and yeah, sure, whatever. Like if you had to give more just on site, like this one's harder than the other one or whatever, you'd be like, yeah, that guy probably fucking like banks. Like this guy probably fucks like angry, and this guy probably fucks more R&B. Whatever.
I mean, if we're picking out of the two, I think Kendrick throws hands, and I think Drake absolutely doesn't. If we're gonna get into it like that,
sure. Again, it's kind of what I'm saying. Yeah, it's, but neither of them. They're 40 fucking years old.
I know.
This is insane. This is it. It's like you and me, like starting a fight. Like that would be seriously like you and me. The embarrassing level, I think, the equivalent would be you and me starting a fight outside of an Applebee's. Like,
first of all, we should do that.
You're fucking stupid. You fight drunk, both of us hammered. You know what I mean? Just yelling across the park. You want to fuck another pussy? Then both of us like one starts to run to the other. My knee goes. You know what I mean? Yeah. Wait,
I'm winded by the time I get to you.
Tee it up. Adam's like, I don't work on cardio.
I'm like self-time.
Let's just walk until we get closer. Fuck. Like, it's like, what are we doing?
You're 30.
You know what I mean? We both go to try to put in a clip that neither of them are loaded. We left our bullets in the car. Like, it's just not. We're not. It's not that. And it doesn't need to be that. It doesn't just fucking make a better song. It's you know what I hope it is.
I agree.
Of rap, like every single rap star, like artist ever saying just I'm the best in the world. Like, just stop like shouting that. Because like you could be starting out
part of it though. It's like part of like what it is. It's like that's like part of rap. It's like claiming to be the best and shit. Like,
it means nothing. You're but stop.
I understand.
It means nothing. But no. But the funny part about that is you could just be like starting out in like Tampa, Florida, have never done anything right now, and in your rap lyrics, you're just like the best artist in the fucking world. You're like, how?
That's what I like about rap though. It's confidence.
God, it's blind. It's blind. It's blind moronic. It's what it is. It's ridiculous.
Can we talk about this line though from Kendrick that is pretty good?
Yeah, sure.
He goes,
a couple of these.
Say, Drake, I hear you like him young. You better not ever go to cell block 1. To any bitch that talk to him and they in love, just make sure you hide your little sister from him. They tell me Chubb's the only one that get your hand-me-downs and party at the party playing with this nose now. And Baker got a weird case. Why is he around? Certified lover boy, certified pedophiles. He just go. Actually, this is a good line. Why you trolling like a bitch? Ain't you tired? Trying to strike a chord, and it's probably A minor. That's a good line.
Nice. Yeah.
That's a good line.
Good
That's a good line.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. And I think it's done now. It's been reported. Like, I mean, I should say
it's been reported. We're getting reports from.
I was going to say something stupid and wild. Just be like, from all of my black friends, this is over. I was gonna,
no, that's like every statement. We're
every black comic
late
I know
30-year-olds, white dudes who are trying to. No, that's a fair statement. What do our black friends think? Should we get Andrew Thomas on the phone?
Yeah, they're like, this is done. Yeah, like this is okay. All right, it's sorted out. Yeah. I mean, it took somebody firing something and somebody, but like in the line that from Kendrick, it was kind of like, all right, yeah, sure. It's not a dumb beef. It also, I from like people that listen to hip hop more and some of the black comics, they were just like, yeah, it's done. And also, this was stupid. Like that's why I was like, I agree that it's dumb, but what do you think? And they're like, yeah, this is pretty dumb. This isn't really working out.
It's more of a, it's entertaining. But it's not like you said, like it's not that 90s rap beef where we used to get where it was like, oh shit, this is real. Like this is just like, okay, you guys are trying to do a thing. All right. I mean, you see the album art Kendrick Lamar put out for the cover of the diss track? No. Did you see it? No. It was like a satellite image of Drake's house. And it was like 50 images of like the pedophile, like sex registry offender tags, like on the
internet. Yeah. Again, it's all just digital beef now. It's just
100%. Well, I mean, someone did get shot, but yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
I don't even think it'd be. Yeah, did someone get shot?
A security guard got hit.
See,
that's what I'm saying. It's not even like a real. That's what I'm saying. It's bullshit. It's not fun.
Yeah, it's. I was gonna try to bring up. This guy, there was just in more interesting news. Fuck that bullshit, dude. Check out this old fish I found. No, seriously, this French dude, like they found like a fish they thought had been
what a fucking turn.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't give a shit. I genuinely, when you were like, we're gonna talk about that, I was like, I don't want to.
I don't care. It's funny. The segue is hilarious. It's like, cool. Yeah. So look at this old fish. Dude, you're like 7 years old. Like, you know what? Look at this fish I found in the pond. You're like trying to, it's like you're out of breath, like you're rubbing your nose, there's snot running down your face.
I have to say, I am so sad about this search that I'm putting in. I have been putting wild searches.
Trying to the feds off your trail.
Just trying to throw stuff in there. Yeah, look at this. This fucking thing is wild. And I get now why it's there we go. Boom. Look at that fucking thing, dude. It looks scary as fuck, but apparently this French dude. I have no idea. What I love about this picture is for some reason he's David Blaining it. Like he's like pretending to move it. He's like reaching out. He's like, oh,
it's like he's force controlling it.
Yeah. Like He's trying to pull the bones out of it. Yeah. But this fucking thing is ugly as shit. They're super pumped they found it. And they found
Can
a
you name
photograph of
a
it.
pretty looking fish?
Yeah, I think there's some goodies. I think a lot of all the tropical ones are always being like,
I guess
look at these.
their
Yeah,
colors.
the tropical
All
ones are
right,
pretty
yeah,
as
fair.
shit.
But
Yeah, but most of those.
Can we agree most fish are fucking dog shit ugly?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Most of them look like something you would like scrape out of the bottom of a trash can. It's not.
Most
it's not
fish
fun.
really look like nightmare fucking sleep
Yeah.
paralysis demons. Honestly,
A little bit. A
Yeah.
little bit. Yeah, they do. Absolutely.
anglerfish. Fuck that. Those things are
always.
horrifying.
Always fuck that. Yeah. Those things are.
Sharks.
This
Horrifying.
I love
What's the
they
name of this fucking
did.
fossil fish.
Yeah, they did give it a like Lord of the Rings name of like it's whether they're going with like I see, but Kolakath.
Give it a name I could say like stalker fish or something. You know, like just name it something like that. We're gonna be like, all right, that's it. I got it, nailed it. All right, I don't need a fucking degree to pronounce this dumb genealogy, species, familia fish name, whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah, this is in the Sundwana Bay off the coast of South Africa, and this French dude is super into taking pictures of fish, weirdo, and apparently it's his job, whatever. But I do. I mean, the earliest one they were like they thought that they found was like 66 million years ago, and then they're like could you imagine? It's kind of like your grandpa or like someone you thought was dead just like walking by. You're like, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Hey, are you alive? Fucking dude,
we buried you.
Here. Taking a picture with him. Hey, here, like it's insane, but it's giant. It's a giant fish, even or at least I don't know. The force perspective doesn't look that crazy on this picture, but it looks like it's easily maybe could be 100 pounds. It's like a small dog,
as
like a big dog.
a self-proclaimed podcast animal guy on the show. Like the ocean life is one of those things where if you saw it on land, you'd probably be more scared of it because a lot of it's big, but like when it's in the ocean floating, like it's like that like no perspective type. You're just looking at a floating object. You're like, oh, it doesn't look that big. But like then you hear like, oh, that great white foot, the great white shark is 18 feet long, and then you put that on land, you're like, oh, it's like a school bus. You're like, oh, fuck that. Okay, I got it. Like it's forced perspective, which you don't have in the ocean usually. So it's like you don't like ever see like an oarfish or a sunfish?
No.
They're like 5 people together stacked on top of each other. Like they're so big, and it's horrifying.
Yeah, I don't have like megalophobia or whatever. That's like the fear of like even
Big
with
things.
like big buildings. Yeah, big
Yeah.
anything, right? Like just like next to a ship and you feel like gross. Which is kind of a very interesting fear or a phobia. Because it's how the fuck do you avoid that? Like I
don't think it's the fear. Like because I follow that subreddit. There's a subreddit megalophobia on Reddit because they have awesome pictures. Honestly, that's why I follow it. But I think from just kind of reading it, it's more of like you feel like in awe of things that are so big. You feel almost like inconsequential to that thing. I think is more of the feeling behind it. Not, like you're like, oh, like you're shivering because you're like the Empire State Building. Oh my god! And, like you run inside and hide. It's not like that. It's just I think it's like you're like this thing is so big. I'm uncomfortably small next to it, like a redwood. No, like every like the pictures of the redwood where like the person's like a Lego person next to the tree. And you're like that's too big for a tree.
I mean the redwood stuff like that. I do have that tryptophobia. I have a little bit.
The circle shit. Dude,
Yeah.
I 100% have that because it's you know why we have that, right? Because it's like disease and stuff. We spoke like that's what it reminds us of. Like
I feel like some people I didn't know I did. It was I don't know if I talked about this right. I didn't know I did or like started to fuck with me specifically for the American Horror Story season where they used that of it. I was like, oh, I'm like watching the intro because you know how they do their like the artistic intros. Yeah. It's always on theme. And I'm like watching this. I'm like, I don't.
Yeah. I started like hurts. Yeah.
I started like, wow, I have something in my like
saliva eat, and you're
I don't like this. I don't like yeah. And then I started looking it up, and the pictures. I kept going like, it felt like it was moving.
Same.
which was weird.
I ain't fucking with you.
Yeah, which is
yeah.
really creepy. And I've like I've been around gross shit before. Like I've never noticed it
Different.
with like honeycombs or anything. Like I've been around like bees nests or honeycombs.
This doesn't bother me either.
That doesn't bother me either. But something about some of those textures,
Same. I'm with you. Again, I have 100% thalassophobia, which is the fear of like the ocean. Like I have definitely have a fear of the ocean, like just how great and vast it is, and everything can kill you, and you're so outnumbered by stuff. Stop looking at stuff.
Well, no. This thing is apparently. Oh, this is in your fucking.
Oh, you maybe want to throw up.
No. This is in your hometown. Just a little different thing. Apparently in New York City, there was a cruise ship that docked. Did you hear about this? A cruise ship docked, and it's because it had a 40-foot dead endangered whale caught on its bow.
Caught in the bow?
Yeah.
Would it fucking jump and get stuck? How's that happen?
I don't know. Yeah. It's pretty nuts. I'm just pulling it up now, but it's really messed up. Like just here you can see them here pulling it up. Oh yeah, it got caught underneath the bow like that. It was like caught like on the bow. So it's a cruise ship, so it's giant. And then once you they got it out like that. We're just wrecking the life in the sea. we are so fucking up the ocean beyond belief. Remember, it's a cruise ship, dude. So
they're huge.
They're like, like there's kids playing, right? And then there's just one kid looks over and they're like, don't look, honey. And the goes, did we kill the whale? Like you're like, yes, we did. Yep, because all
playing pickleball.
Fun. Oh yeah, they're playing pickleball.
And they just feel like they're like, what the fuck?
Don't worry about that speed bump of the ocean. Just a whale.
Just the waves.
Yeah. But it's just, what are we gonna do? Like
you know how many birds die from windmills? A lot.
Birds die from windmills. I'm just finding dead birds just now out. Just like is in the middle of the field, just like no trees, just like you just died midair. Just dead.
That's great.
Crushing.
Do you remember the height of the bird flu back in like pre-2008, like it was 2004 or 5-ish? Remember that shit? When that
do I remember it, buddy? That was an amazing time. Bird flu back then. Oh, geez.
I remember like in Staten Island, there were so many crows, so many. And then bird flu hit, and then I didn't hear a crow again for like 15 years. Like it was like they just took them out. They were just dead, dude. I don't know if we caused bird flu or what, but we're fucking up stuff. We're killing animals at a clip. I know
that's how you end up at an emergency clinic. Just like, did we cause the bird flu, and do I have it? Just sorry, real 2 quick questions.
I don't know how to ask a vet and you, or if you know both of these answers, but I need to know.
Yeah, it's tough. I wish they would explode this one like they did in Boston, but I guess they're not going to do that with that whale because we learned our lesson. Yeah.
Oh, because one time it killed
one time you shower, the New England with a bunch of mist of whale blubber. One time because you didn't put the dynamite exactly where it should have, or the whale was rotting.
Dude, you ever see that video in China where they were pulling that dead whale through a city and it blew up?
What? No.
Yeah, it's like years ago.
First of all, it's just like China pulling a dead whale through a city, it blew up. You're like,
Jax.
I don't know. Was it a Godzilla movie, or are we talking reality? Like that's
reality. That just sounds like you. Even if I was lying, that sounds real. Yeah, that sounds real.
Yeah, I mean the videos from China that I did before I stopped putting in China whatever before you just put in China, just pick a
dot.
Yeah. But whatever. I do remember just being mad at them for their treatment of dogs. Like it was just it was just dogs in very tight little compound cages, like they were packing in just ground meat, and then they throw it off a truck high and all those dogs are alive, and you're like, dude, China.
Yeah, it's infuriating, but
I mean,
whale video is hilarious.
Whale video, I'm sure, is just a hoot.
I'm
sure it's a whale of a good time, I'm sure.
China is notorious for having a lot of great tragic videos because there's just zero safety standards. And if you want to look at a good workplace violent video, go pull up some Chinese shit.
I would say that China is probably the most libertarian. I think if like if you're not
or communist, one of the two.
It's kind of same. No, it's I feel like they kind of have a thing of like if you're not caught, like you know what I mean. If you're not hurting another human being, technically, like out in public openly, and you don't have a uniform on, let's say,
okay.
You know what I mean. I think you could probably get away with it. Like it's to an animal or some other thing. I've never heard just like, oh yeah, you don't do that to an animal in China. It's never been said. You know what I mean? Like they're not super like what do Americans? Usually it's just like Americans and their dogs or like, you know, like a lot of I've never heard other white countries, supposedly like overwhelmingly white countries or something like that. Like be like,
no, it's just
Switzerland's not known for loving its dogs that I'm aware of.
No, they're known for their chocolates.
Like, yeah, like, right. It's just interesting. I don't know. It's weird.
And their neutralness.
I don't look up. I mean, I listen to like a pod on China every once in a while, which is nice. A little bit about them, how they do stuff. It's crazy that they're it's an insane amount of efficiency. You have to give it to them for that.
Yeah.
Like the growing season or like the migrant season there is they move millions of people from like inner cities to the coasts on trains in like one portion of their season. It's insane. It's like 4 million people go out into the rural parts of China during a certain part of the season. You're like man, yeah. I mean, exactly. It's just their rail system is great. They got a pathway, you know, they migrate out, you know what I mean? It's just ducks coming.
Yeah, they just know how to get there without any GPS. It's just internal.
Yeah. Yeah, just a bunch of Chinese guys in business suits, like flowing into a field.
Yeah,
just like, the crop's almost done.
They're just popping up out of the wheat fields, or the rice paddy fields, whatever the fuck they have out there.
I don't know. The more specific you get, the more racist it sounds, I think. So let's just keep it vague. Yeah, it's fun. I don't know, man. It's been an interesting kind of thing. I'm glad that Drake and all that shit is stupid.
We can do plugs and then go into the NBA NFL question that's been plaguing the airwaves for the last 3 days.
Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Here, let's hit it. Adam Nutter, why don't you tell some people where you are going to be, buddy? I'm gonna clip this.
Go check me out at Adam Nutter on all of the stuff. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, while it's still around, I guess. I don't know. Go follow me there. What else we got? Go check out Fight to Midnight on YouTube. Please, and audio. Please download and subscribe both. It's super fun. It's great. We're doing well. We enjoy it. Thank you everybody for listening to that. That's a good time. And then come see me June 7th. I'm going to be with Robbie Bernstein, actually in Doylestown, PA. We're doing a backyard local show. So that's going to be a good time. Part of Robbie's Porch Tour. And then June 6th, Neil, myself, and Sarah Bell will be in Delaware City doing a show for the LP down there, but that's open to everybody, so you guys can come out to that. And then June something, I'm in the Emmaus Theater opening for Aaron Berg. June 15th. June 15th, Emmaus Theater, Pennsylvania, opening with for the great Aaron Berg. So coming out for those and more shit I have, I'm sure, available. I'll be posting it.
Nice. Hell yeah, dude. That sounds like a good old time. Get out to the shows, everybody. And check out all Adam's stuff. You can check me out at I am Neil Wood on all the social media stuff. So go do that. And I appreciate it. We got a lot of fun stuff coming up over at droptent.com. Let's see if I can do this right. So yeah, see, I don't like this. Whatever. Hey, everybody. Check me out over at droptent.com. I'm going to have to pull up Adam, so he's just going to be on his phone while we do some of this, but it's all good. It's all good. But check out our page, Cult of Us, on droptent.com/podcast/Cult of Us. You can go over there and get all of our information and all of our stuff. Jump into the store, grab some merch. You can go over to our Patreon page and get everything, all the extra shit for only $5 a month. All right. And follow us on everything. I mean, Twitch, YouTube, whatever, all the stuff on there, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all that good stuff. It does help us out. And if you want to get a shirt, see extra content, jump into our Discord and watch some MMA fights. You know what I mean? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. A bunch of extra special content and us on the road and a ton of stuff. All right. Just get in there. $5 a month. We appreciate it. Keeps our lights on, keeps us going, and come on out to some great shows over at Biggest Little Comedy. You can check that out again at drop10.com/Biggest Little Comedy. And you get some great shows. We're at Myers Brewing Company, Rosie's Taco Bar. We have a show coming up at Wissahickon and Brewing Company and Crown of Creation on South Street in Philadelphia. These are all in Philly, but the one coming up is going to be in Queen Village. That's Rosie's Taco Bar. You can get tickets now. It's going to be this Saturday. It's a really great room. We've been building up. We're going to be back there June 22nd as well.
Well, this comes out after that, so you're going to have to go to the June one.
That's cool. Come on out to the June one. If you came on out, yeah, fine. If you came out on, well, I was going to put this up today, but okay.
My bad.
Yeah, I mean, okay. So this is the conversations that we should have off air that you keep having on air. We're just gonna put it right because we need one for this week, I believe. So yeah, this is. I'm gonna strangle you. You ever just want to strangle somebody? But yeah, come on out if you're coming out May 15th or June 22nd. You can buy June 22nd right now if you'd like. You have a bunch of great comics, like we always do. It's a really great venue, so come on out to that one. Wissahickon June 7th. And every first Friday at Crown of Creation on South Street in Philadelphia. Support all the live comedy that we got going on and all the comics that we book. We do appreciate it. Don't forget to follow Cult of Us on everything. YouTube, iTunes, whatever you got. Get in the cult. Have a little fun with us. We like to dick around. Philadelphia is great. Boom. Okay, buddy. Here we go. Finish it up. Are you shitting? Are you fart? I thought there was a fart.
No.
I just ended it with like Philadelphia is great. Philadelphia. Philadelphia. It's a good time. You and I, hey, I've never been in better shape, but I'm also never been poor. Everyone knows that about me. I'm doing a poor thing right now. I'm keeping it poor for a while just to feel it out. You know what I mean? I haven't been poor in a while. So I'm feeling out the poor. I went full official for you guys at home. If you're going to go poor for a bit, you know what I mean? Do a poor experience, as I know there's probably a lot of rich whites in here that haven't done a full poor experience in a bit. So went on out, got my poor setup, got my whole poor situation done. So I got my ramen going. We turn off all the lights pretty much throughout the day, just kind of rotating blackouts just to keep things going, which is nice. Water is, the tubs are filled up just in case. You never know. Just, which is always a good time. You know what I mean? I've been thinking about becoming a gigolo. I'm not sure how it's gonna work. I think that OnlyFans is gonna come in handy. But I think it's gonna have to be. And this is a question for you, buddy, because this is where I want to go with. Would you? It's almost like a would you rather, like we do on Gauntlet on the Patreon. But it's still, I think you would do it. I think because you and I have no self-esteem a lot of the time. I think I could, but I'm not sure. If I somehow garnered, stuff on OnlyFans, like a little thing on OnlyFans, I would be like pretending to be, or not pretending, but yeah, like pretending to be a boyfriend, right? But probably for, let's be honest, gay men, right? Because the women, do you know what I mean? Yeah, like more often than not, it's gonna be whoever wants to do it, and I gotta be like, I did, yeah.
A bunch of weird solo jerk offs into a sad camera. Ugh.
Yeah, I mean, well, again, I don't need to. I could, it just might be like a little like, oh, here's a nippy, like something like. I don't need to be doing.
You're not some hot 19-year-old chick. You can't get away with that.
Sure, but I think based on the level of interest from gay men, I think I would be able to pull it off. The problem is I can't lie. It's like I'm thinking about trying to pretend to be a side piece for a gay man, like a sad gay man.
Oh, you're just going to fully go into it. You're just going to fully immerse yourself into the culture.
I just don't think I'll be. No, I'm telling you, I think it's going to be like, it's like femdom, like a financial domination or something, right? Like maybe a rich gay man wants to just, pay for me to, I don't know,
beat him up.
Dinner. Yeah, see, it's always a lot of violence, chaos, and fire in your brain. There are
Fair.
parts of it that are love.
I don't know those to be true.
It's just like, I don't know that.
I don't understand where that is.
I only experience trauma. That's what caused the brain injuries.
That's it.
And that's what comes out of the brain injuries.
Calcified.
Yeah, it's like your brain's a fossil.
Yeah, it's that fish. My brain is that fucking fish floating around.
Every once in a while, you think like an idea pops up. It's like, oh, it's alive. It might be dead. But yeah, I'm trying to think about
you
that.
have a or a not the right look of what you think it's going to be. I think you think it's going to be dinners. What really is going to be is your face pushed into a pillow getting fucked in your ass. That's how the night ends.
I think again, I think you still think OnlyFans is okay. We're not going to continue this.
No, not the OnlyFans thing. The Juggalo route.
Oh, the Juggalo route's tough.
No,
yeah, the
Juggalo.
Juggalo or Gigolo. I want to be a Juggalo. I want to be a Gigolo for Juggalo.
You should be a Juggalo.
I want to be a Gigolo for Juggalos. That's what I want to do.
Yes. Market it. No one can steal this idea.
Lowest.
No one can steal this idea. We're making this happen.
Hey, are you a Juggalo? Guess what? You can tap this sweet ass for $50 to $100 an hour.
Be the best looking Juggalo immediately off the bat.
First of all, let's just put that into Google right now. just see like best looking Juggalo. Like you're like, what? Google's gonna be like, what do you mean best looking for a Juggalo? It's because their makeup is done well enough. Like what?
Yeah, that's insane. That's like, yeah, dude. We look
at his white cornrows. They are on point. You know what I mean? Like what? What are you getting out of a good looking Juggalo? Exactly?
Yeah, this guy's dreadlocks aren't really cutting it, but you, sir, you pass.
I think we need to make, just like we generated our, I think we're going to chat GPT this and image it. I think we're going to make Juggalo versions of us and see if we're good looking or not. I think 100%. We're definitely going to do that. Yeah, I wish we had thought of this. We are not prepared. We're bad podcast people. God damn it. We should have organically came to this off mic, then brought it to you guys. All served up on a platter. But hey, sometimes you just strike gold in the middle of it. What can we say?
Dude, we gotta start that app. Giggalo for Juggalos.
Giggalo for Juggalos. I'm a Juggalo.
Dude, fuck, man. We are you know what? We don't give ourselves enough credits. We're kind of geniuses.
Yeah, because if you think about it, I think I would be a Giggalo and I think I would get more female attention as a Giggalo for Juggalo people. Like if there are women that are Juggalos, because Juggalos aren't just men. You could be a lady. I'm just saying, it's a heterosexual. Juggalettes, right? I don't think they even say that. I don't know.
I'm gonna find out right now what they call them.
Yeah, I'm wondering.
I'm gonna find out right now what they call them.
But yeah, like you find out that like this. I mean, because the thing about the Juggalos that I like is that they're kind of like, fuck you, we'll accept whoever rocks with us. Like we don't care what you look like, whatever it is, you know. And it'd be interesting to see if they're like the assholes are just kind of like some of those older dudes.
Juggalette.
It's Juggalette.
Yes.
Oh, you were so excited too.
Oh my god, it's so funny. You know what this shows you? I'm true white trash on the inside of my heart. Like I just knew that was the answer.
God damn it. If I don't have a strip club, if there's not a strip club in Florida named Juggalettes, I'm fucking quitting comedy.
Dude, I'm not a fan of IP, but this is our IP now. This is our IP now. We're taking this.
It has to be. This is our thing. Don't even try. I'm talking hot clown chicks. You walk in, it's like Calliope, but like bass dropping like EDM.
Oh,
like just
so many mushrooms and ecstasy will be in this place.
They're handing you Molly as you're walking in.
You're all the drinks are laced no matter what. You don't have a choice.
Yeah, and we're all
your choices will have a drink.
Well, all the drinks are just different versions of their soda. They're Jesus Christ. I usually have this all the time with a reference. It's not Fanta. It's what's their soda? Their soda, the Juggalo soda that they love. They always drink like their certain soda. Fuck, dude. God damn, I hate your stupid face. The Juggalo drink. Oh my god.
Let me Google it.
No, I'm Googling. It's already in. It's already in. Yeah, Fago. God damn it, Neil. I haven't thought of Fago in so long, everybody. I apologize for yelling at me. You should be yelling at your goddamn screen or at your phone. Oh my
god.
Yeah, Fago. Like all the drinks are just different versions. It's all made. The Fago is the base. Like, and we have a Fago Manhattan, and then we have a Fago. we have a Fago
screwdrivers, Fago
Marg, showing a Fago Marg over here. Look at this little. Oh, I get it. It's a little spin off of a little bit of the Joker and what's her face. I love it. You know, it's a good time, man.
Oh, dude.
I
God
love
damn it. This is
I
brilliant.
love it.
We
love
got to market this. We got to
Because some
market it.
people would
We
be
will make
like,
money off it.
yeah. Oh no, it's happening. So I'm a juggalo for gigolos. I'm a gigolo for juggalos. I mean, yeah, all of it. I think I would get more. Like, I think I would get female. Like nothing
because
against the juggalo people.
You're an immediate 10 in that
but
life.
Yeah, like I think if I. Yeah. Right.
Yeah. 100%. Oh, dude, you're a supermodel compared to other juggalos. So, like, for those chicks, they're gonna be like, "Look at this! Dude, I can fuck this guy. You kidding me? Yeah, I'm used to fucking some guy with no teeth and a mullet."
Here's the problem, though. I feel like juggalo lifestyle maybe is like it's all in reverse, right? Like it's all inverted, where it's like, "Fuck you, you look nice. You're actually not. You can't be one of us because you look nice."
No, I don't think when it comes to fucking, I think juggalo is more of a feeling, not like a by look thing. Excuse me.
Nice.
Not like a by look.
So professional. I'm not even editing this one. I was going to put this up today.
Yeah, it truly came out of nowhere. I did not feel that one coming out. I was just talking and it just came out. Yeah, I think juggalo is more like what you feel inside. It's not like what you look like on the outside. It's like religion. It's like anyone could be a juggalo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. The Cult of Us on the Drop 10 Media Network, the Cult of Us podcast, the worst podcast on the network. Adam's burping into the mic. I forgot Fago. This is a nightmare. Oh man, what a fun time. Yeah, man. I think I would do better. Although, yeah, like I said, I have worn clown makeup. If I was being real with you guys, I grew up, I was like a goth kid. I was into clown shit. I was into horror movies. I'm a good pitch. I'm not like some. I just grew up and then was like, oh, I'm just sad on the inside. I don't need to like wear stuff to be like sad on the outside. It's all internal.
Right.
So
the brain.
I think I would pitch. I think I would be earnest in my gigolo lifestyle. I'm going to have, the problem is you got to deal with that juggalo downstairs. You know what I mean? Who knows what's down there? That's going to be
a wildfire.
That's going to be just, who knows? Again, the diet of Fago and meth. So
yeah, it's rough.
You know what I mean?
I think it's Slim Jims. They have a good hearty Slim Jim diet.
They're getting protein. Protein. Yeah.
Don't knock them totally.
Yeah. Okay. That's fair enough. I like that from me. Well, at least now I have something to retire on.
Exactly.
It's nice.
Business model. Now, talk about shifting. We can end on the NBA NFL debate.
Sure. Yeah. Here we go. Yeah. I know you talked about this a little bit.
I'll bring it up. I'll reference. So this former NBA player, Austin Rivers, who wasn't good, whatever. He said there's at least 30 NBA players right now that can play in the NFL, but not a single NFL player can play in the NBA. Now, here's my take. I do want to hear your take because you're more of a basketball guy than I am, right? So, like, my take is he's wrong with the number. I don't think there's 30 NBA players. I think there's 3 to 5 that could play in the NFL, right? But like, it's going to be either like a special teams position or like a skill position because no one's playing D-line or O-line in the NBA, right? It's no one. So it's going to have to be like, and no one's, and a lot of those guys are shy from contact. So no linebacker or safety. It's going to be like a corner or receiver position. And then it's like, yeah, they're athletic enough. And if they could catch, they could probably overcompensate for it. Mm-hmm. But I do agree with the NFL. Like, I don't think there's an NFL player that could go to the NBA right now at all. Because it's a skill thing, right? NFL is more athleticism, NBA is more skill, right? And like how many times every other draft, guys will get drafted at like the 5th or 6th round who've never played a snap of football, just because they're like freak athletes, like a rugby player, like the Eagles tackle Jordan Mailata, from New Zealand, rugby, never played a snap of football. One of the best tackles in the NFL. Like you could get away with it more if you're athletic. Dude, Antonio Gates, he's a Hall of Fame tight end. He played at Kent State college basketball his whole career. Never played college football, right? He's like, oh, all right, I'm done with basketball. I'll just go be a Hall of Fame tight end now. like the transition is just, if you're a freak athlete, you could just play football. But like, there's no one getting drafted in the NBA that never played like a minute of basketball. Like, you have to know how to dribble and shoot, right? Like, it's just, now I think NFL players are better athletes overall. But like, if you're just going to do like right now, you don't get a year of training, like you got to go to the NFL tomorrow. I think there's 3 to 5 players that could at least find a spot. I don't think they'll be all-stars, but they'll get a starting role in like special teams or like a skills position somewhere. Is my opinion, but I wanted to hear your take on it because you're a basketball guy.
Got you. Yeah. Yeah, I would kind of agree. Right? It's kind of like I kind of agree. It doesn't. Yeah, I mean, just the physicality of football is a must. There's no workaround for it.
Right.
Obviously, there's certain extent for basketball, to a point, like if but even Muggsy Bogues can prove it. So you can take a tiny running back.
5'8".
Yeah, you can take a tiny running back or something like that, and he could translate into the NBA possibly, but it would need to be the technical handling is, in terms of, again, the physicality to the technical handling is those are years of skills that you would need to garner. There's just really no way to do it. It's kind of like, it's like golf, it's like golfer. It's like, you need like 10,000 hours in those types of ways. You could get okay, but I'm sure there is some kind of, like little Sandlot kind of situation, like a little Giants situation where like you could take a bunch of like NBA guys and like you're just good at this part. You're just good at this part. Like, okay, we'll just put you on the same team maybe, and that would help. But I just don't see how. Yeah, it would. It's an interesting thing. It's
the other thing too is height. Like in NFL, like how many 6'8" guys in the NFL? Maybe 2. Yeah. I guess what I'm saying. So even if you had a guy who could shoot and dribble, okay, what is he going to be? 6'3"? Sure. It's like, so okay, he's automatically a shooting guard or point guard. Right. So it's like, so you can't even like dominate the boards because like those guys are just not that tall because it doesn't help the game. It helps to be that tall in basketball, not football. So
especially right now, there's like the big man war right now with like Jokic and stuff like that. Like Jokic's just dominating, and there's nothing you can. But they like Joel Embiid can put on him, and he can kind of deal with them. But like these are two monsters that they know how to use their height. They maximize out their height and their situation, and they can he can barely cover Joker. Like it's insane. Yeah. And he doesn't give a fuck, which is hilarious.
Yeah, it's so funny.
I show up to the job and then I leave job and then we go. Like it's like
somebody's so good at a sport and just be so upset he's playing the sport.
That's how I would be. That's the shame of it is I'm kind of glad. Like I was never going to be able to just. I mean, probably joint stuff would have went anyway. But that's how I saw sports. I just was like, oh, if I was really good at this, I wouldn't. I just never developed. Like again, I told you. Like playing football, like the fired up thing, I'd be like, yeah, and that would last for like 0.0 seconds. Like it was, I'd be like, yeah, cool. And then like other dudes be like, yeah, and I could not keep that type of mentality. I was thinking more technical skill, which is why like lacrosse, it still had the element of hitting, which I liked, but it still had all the technical skill and basketball as well. That it was much more like thought process where like me like pulling like forward guard. What was it? Yeah, I was like offensive guard
and guard,
and it's just like me pulling at the time when I was the worst in shape. I was like, I gotta move that way. Like there's just I didn't know. I genuinely thought I was just gonna do D line or O line and not have to move.
They should have made you a tackle, not a guard. Tackles on
man. Well, yeah, we had a kid named Buddy who was like he seemed like he was juiced up in 7th grade. No one understood why. And he was that kid. He was that like, I already have anger issues. And he could just stay. And it's a shame of it because sometimes you see that guy, you kind of like, yeah, this guy's not the brightest. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to swear on my football people, but you know what I mean? Anyone who can sustain anger at just the idea of random people playing against them, I go like, hey man, take 2 seconds to think about this. This is still just a game. Like we're in 7th grade.
Yeah, like
why are you still mad?
I was definitely more intense than you, but I was never that guy either. You know what I'm saying? Like I was definitely like in the moment, but like it goes, and then if the game gets tight, it comes back, like because it's natural, like a natural sweat. Sure. If we're getting blown out, I have none of that in me. Like if I'm getting my balls thrown out my fucking mouth for a shit kicking in, I'm not like, I'm just like, this sucks. like this
maybe we try this. Like,
like I don't want to be here anymore. Like so, yeah. But I can never just be intense the entire. But I played with guys like that my whole career of playing football. Like I'm like, how the fuck do you guys do this? Like I got intense in the beginning, the end, depending on if it was close. But like that was it. I mean, yeah. I just think I think he is right. With the NBA, but not 30. There's no fucking way there's 30 guys. I'm saying 3 to 5 tops.
Right. Yeah, that's a little too many. That's a little too many. Well, I also wanted to see what your thoughts were because I heard about these, but I didn't know. We haven't talked about it at all. Was the new helmets?
Oh, the Guardian caps got approved.
So the Guardian caps.
Can I be honest with you? No one's gonna wear that. They're gonna get made fun of.
This is what I figured you'd say.
Yeah, they're gonna
made fun of. I don't think as much. I don't think it's gonna be as big of a situation as you think, just because I feel like you're forgetting that most of the NFL players have family and if not friends and a wife or someone behind them who's going to be like, hey, you should put on that fucking helmet, dickhead, because we would like for you to not be bobbled when we're done this goddamn thing.
I don't think that really matters that like you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think it really matters that much. I just don't like you're still getting hit in your head. Let's be honest here. There's no way around it. Like the only way around it is you don't make football contact anymore.
Take the helmets off.
Take the helmet off. Yeah. Take the helmet off.
Just go to rugby. And this isn't a problem in rugby. I mean, you get your bell rung, everyone's a terrible injury, sure. But it's just not as big of a problem because no one leads with their head. We've said this forever. Just go back to that.
If they went to football, how it's played now, and just take the pads away, but still full contact, like, you know what I'm saying? You don't change rules. It's still full contact. I guarantee the game would still be good.
Yeah, I don't see it's you know what I was thinking about though? It's kind of like the weird situation we have with the death penalty. Because we have so many guns, right? Like we have so many guns.
Okay. Yes.
When it comes to the death penalty, we're too classy. We can't, God forbid, we were just to take someone out back and shoot them in the back of the head. Gotcha. We have these like laying around. They're just There's teachers in Tennessee who have them in their classrooms.
Dude, it's like Seth Green and Austin Powers. He's like, I have a gun in my room. Let me go get it.
and for some, like, it's just an easy solution that is right there. That is like, we know works. Is just like, yeah, sure. And we can, but yet we're getting death penalty stuff. Is just like, nah, we're going to let amateur scientists just kind of put chemicals together in a bathtub.
I'd rather get a bullet in my head than
just shoot that into veins, like, and see if that doesn't get hard. And it's 100%
just take a bullet to my head over that.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, 100%. It's so dumb. And the same thing here. It's like, just take the helmet off. All of Europe has done it forever with rugby.
It definitely would help. And again, it's changing the game, sure, but at least you're still getting full contact and stuff. You're still getting tackles. You're still getting like pileups. You're still getting all of that. Wear a fucking mouthpiece. You're fine.
Yeah. We just need you to, like, you start putting that in the preseason practices, like half speed, always helmet, just getting used to it, whatever. You do a season with it, like, this is happening next season, like, you know, whatever, maybe a couple of games, you know what I mean? You ease your way into it, but like, you're going to see guys acting different. You know what I mean? Like, I think you're going to see dudes acting different. We've talked about this before, but like, that's why it's funny that and you're just like, nah, they're dork. You're not going to, I was like, you know what will remove this dorkiness from it? Just taking the helmets off.
I agree. I'd rather wear no helmet than that fucking gay shit. There's no way. There's no way I'm wearing that.
Although I will say, I think Adam means that in the way that even gay athletes in there now and be like, yeah, that looks dorky as fuck.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. It's just like
that looks like some dork shit though. I don't want to wear that.
It's still football. Be a man. You know what you're getting yourself into. Like, you're still playing it. Like, there's no like, does this hurt my head? We know you're taking the chance to make millions. That's the fucking trade-off, by the way. I just want to throw that out there too. Like, especially now, there's no excuses. Everybody knows it's out there. By the way, I knew that playing well before it was an official, like I'm like, this is probably bad for my head. Well, I'm not an idiot, right? Like, I'm getting my head smashed in. Of course it's not gonna be good for me. But like, especially now with everything known, no more excuses. Dude, I'm taking a chance with my mental health to make $70 million plus a year.
Sure.
Okay, then that's the trade-off. Then you have to play a violent sport, and I want to watch it. That's it. Like, then you don't have to play it. No one's making you play it.
It's so funny because, yeah, you're right. Like that, I knew 7th grade when I tried playing football, right? 7th, 8th grade. I was like, oh yeah, let me see before I get into high school. I knew then when grown men were like, I want to hear pop practice, practice. We're like, you two kids, your brains are not developed yet. I want you to run full speed at each other and I want to hear pops. And I kind of remember looking over and be like, that doesn't sound right. That does not. That does not sound right.
Yeah.
And Buddy, the kind of boy with 100% just lower. He loved lowering his head, and it showed.
Yeah.
Not the brightest. And also the sad part is he never made it anywhere. There's no way that guy made it to the NFL. That's the worst part. He's working on roofs now. You know what I mean? Hopefully it doesn't.
Oh, he's a gutter guy. Yeah, 100%.
But yeah, it's a problem.
But that just goes to show you though, like how much time has passed and like people getting taken out of games now and like how serious you take it. Because like I'll never forget my junior year, I 100% got a concussion. And you don't come out of the game. I'm standing there playing safety. And the very next play, I went to make a tackle, and my head was down like this, and I just like, completely and I get pulled, not because of my physical condition, because I missed the tackle. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's like,
he might be a little. Maybe he's dazed, maybe he's not, but he's fucking up, and that's the bigger problem.
That really was a bigger problem. Like that's what they were serious. They were like, you can't be missing tackles. I'm like, I can't see.
Well, I would have missed tackles, coach, but I don't know if you've noticed, there's 29 players on the field right now because I'm seeing like double of everybody, and then there's a third. Oh, that's the ref. Okay, I have no idea.
I'm just tackling ghosts.
Yeah, man. Oh, what a fun time! What a fun time, everybody. Yeah. This has been another day in the cult, dude. This has been a lot of fun. Adam Nutter, it's been good seeing you, buddy. We will see you back here next week. I've been Neil Wood. Another day in the cult. Later, y'all. Am I going to hit this time right?
By the renewing of your mind.
The recycling. It's a flesh body world.
Do it.
Human.
Do it.
Sir slimy reptilian.
How you doing? This is Neil Wood from the Cult of Us podcast, speaking on behalf of Drop 10 Media Network, the network you're currently listening to. Make sure to check out all the other podcasts on the network. You can go to drop10.com to check them all out. Make sure to like, subscribe on everything that you see Drop 10 on. We appreciate it. Go to drop10.com now.
This has been a Drop Tent Media production.